Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Brian. Today we're going to be putting rear brake pads on my 2012 VW Touraeg TDI. It's likely the same for Audi Q7s, Porsche Cayennes, and the gas Touaregs. I'm not sure about the hybrids. I don't know if they're different or not. But anyway, rear brake pads look like they're about to touch the rotor, and we're going to be putting some miles on this during the holidays, so might as well go ahead and take care of it now. Plus it's a nice day. Let's get started. There's a cross member that holds up kind of in front of the rear differential. That's where I'm going to jack it from. I also have a front wheel chocked because these all-wheel drive cars can do crazy stuff with wheels jacked off the ground. Also portable jack stands. Only one of these is from Harbor Freight, so maybe only one side of the car will fall down. You need to dig through your trunk and find your wheel cover cap puller offer tool. You can use a pick too, probably. And you'll need your wheel security lug bolt adapter if it has them. These wheel bolts are 19s. These triple square bolts are going to have to come off. It appears it's a 14. And if I recall, these are going to be pretty tight. Not horrible. They're long ones too. This caliper should pull off. And it looks like we have a wear sensor. Looks like if you pull up on that tab, it'll flip that lever up and let you get it off there, and that's not easy. And I should be able to pull it out of that little bracket right there, and then you get a little more access to the caliper. And it looks like these pads just pop out. Since this wear sensor is not cut through, she was getting close though, it should pop out of here also. Alright, they did not want that thing falling out, but it looks like it'll go in the new pad. Go ahead and do like I normally do and break the bleeder loose so I don't push fluid backwards through the lines. And these are 11 millimeters. Now we'll hose all this off with some brake cleaner. There's a comparison to how thick the new pads are. So they're not real thick to start with. The inner one gets the sensor, so I'm just going to poke that through that hole because that clip looked kind of mean to come out of there, so we'll just leave it be. And then this should just slide back in here. It was way easier to get in than it was getting it out. Put a little DBQ, if I got any left, right along where the spring holds the pad in place. And they have the anti-squeal pad on the back. I'll just put a little dab on there too. Probably won't make any difference. It just slides in over these locating pins. Make sure the rotor's clean, which it looks good. It looks in good shape too. There's barely any lip on there. And the wear sensor just pops back in its bracket, snaps shut. It's got a little groove here in the caliper to hold it. Now for the other side. So these say VW Brembo on them, so these are likely original brake pads. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have service records previous. The new pads are hella Pajid brake systems. I guess they merged or something. They come in this fancy box. They also say Techstar on them. That's another brake pad, German brand. So it's a combination of all of them, I guess. These were about $80 for the set. Let's try this again. So it appears as though part of that sensor shattered. That's why it's not wanting to stay in there. Part of it broke off. Probably why it came out so easy. So I'm sure if it's not plugged in, it's going to freak the car out. But I think what we're going to do, we're going to plug it back in and we're just going to tuck it in there. That way it won't get into anything, but it won't be used. So the one on the other side will work, and honestly by the time this thing needs rear pads again, it's going to need rotors, so if it gets down and screws up the rotor, it ain't going to hurt anything. They'll be done anyway. So that's my plan. The dealership says, at least online, that's about $35. So a dirty way to bleed the brakes, just let it drip there for a second. You don't get any air bubbles. Should be good. Everything looks good. Now I'll go slowly pump the brakes up. I'm guessing these are one-time use bolts, but we're going to use them again. Torque spec I found is 30 Newton meters plus 90 degrees. 30 Newton meters isn't a lot. So there, we'll try our 90 now. There's 90. Recheck this one. We'll call that 90 degrees. Good enough. Now to put these steam rollers back on here. Don't forget to torque your wheels to 133 foot-pounds. Don't forget to put your wheel lock back. And finally, let's check the brake fluid level. It's way in there. You can't see it. Not really sure how they expect you to add brake fluid without pouring it everywhere and taking the windshield wiper arm off. But here, that should. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not sure who does weed eating the week before Christmas either. Or why there would be a need for that at the week before Christmas. So, of course, this is a brand new bottle, so as soon as I start to pour, it's going to pour everywhere. Nothing's ever easy. Christ, I'm going to have to take both windshield wipers off. All right, we're just going to pour it everywhere. Of course, that's way too much because you can't really see the level through there. Great. Got this fluid sucker outer, but I don't know what the hell happened to the hose. So we'll just get what we can get that way. All right, so there you go. There's brake pads, rear brake pads anyway, on your Touareg, Cayenne, Q7, a bunch of them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, subscribing, we'll see you soon.